on the ground with Batangas Vice Governor Mark Leviste, who joins us now over the phone. Good afternoon, Vice Gov. First off, which particular areas in the province of Batangas are being affected the most by TS Jolina or STS Jolina?
Yes, good afternoon, Sean, and your viewers. The part of Batangas, the East Coast, has been heavily affected by Typhoon Jolina. As we speak, I'm here in Lipa City, and several places, barangays, and areas of Lipa City is we experience a lot of debris, road debris, and flooding. Around 10 o'clock in the morning up until 12 noon, we experience strong winds and heavy rains. Something that I have not observed or witnessed for quite some time. Many roads are impassable, and we're still receiving updates and accounting the damages in other areas. If I'm not mistaken, Jolina entered through San Juan and Lobo, Batangas, our easternmost part of the province, and up to central Batangas, Lipa, Tanawan, Santo Tomas, even Batangas were severely affected by Typhoon Jolina. However, with regards to the west coast, Calatagan, Nasugbu, Lian, Batangas, they only experience moderate rains.
All right, so different experiences in different parts of Batangas, and like you said, this is the worst typhoon or bagyo that you've seen in a while. Kamusta ang evacuation efforts down there in Batangas, Vice Governor? What, of course, with COVID still raging, do you have any numbers for us? How many people need to leave their homes?
Well, we're still gathering all those data. We're accounting and receiving updates from different local government units as we speak, because halos katitila lamang ng bagyo. As I've said earlier, up to around 12 noon, it was very unsafe for anyone to be outdoors because of the falling debris, the trees getting uprooted, roofing staying all over, and I heard, for example, in Laurel, Batangas, that's the northern part of the province, we have one casualty due to.
All right, how are evacuation centers? Vice Gov, I'm not sure if you can still hear me, but in case you can hear me, how is social distancing being enforced inside evacuation centers, given that you must lower the capacity for these because of social distancing? Are there enough evacuation centers to bring Batangueños that need to be evacuated?
Yes, by now, our local disaster risk reduction management offices in different LGUs or local government units well aware of the new normal protocols when it comes to evacuation efforts, including typhoon and volcanic eruptions. So, amidst the pandemic, we follow the protocols and guidelines so that we can also manage this COVID-19 or fight against COVID-19 in evacuation centers. However, if we have yet to fully account the number of centers and the number of families and individuals who have evacuated areas or places to seek higher and safer ground.
All right. I remember after the last volcanic activity that needed evacuation in Taal, that the local government took advantage of the opportunity to ramp up vaccination. Are you doing the same now with people, you know, like with all the evacuees, of course, gathered sort of in one place? Are you ramping up vaccination efforts in Batangas?
I did not get that quite clear, but I understood your question on the vaccination efforts. Today, we actually postponed our inoculation program because of the heavy rains and the danger of letting or allowing people to leave the residences. Pero
All right.
other than this typhoon, tuloy-tuloy naman po yung ating
Go on, Governor.
inoculation
Vice Gov,
program.
go on. All right, Governor. Vice Governor, do you have any other urgent needs from the national government, or is Batangas all taken care of?
Yes, we will definitely coordinate with the national government once we are able to finalize all the damages or effect of Typhoon Jolina in the coming hours, if not days.
All right, just in case some of your constituents in Batangas are tuned in, any other reminders from the provincial capital?
Yes, I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you, your station, for giving us the opportunity to update our kababayans. Our reminder is to continuously observe the minimum health and safety protocols amidst the pandemic, hugas, iwas, mask, and vaccination. Those are our primary advocacies. Despite this typhoon that passed through our province, kung hindi naman po mahalaga ang inyong mga lakad, maiging manatili na lamang sa inyong tahanan upang panatiliing ligtas ang inyong sarili at ang inyong pamilya.
Right, thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Please do stay safe. Vice Governor of Batangas, Mark Laviste, over the phone. Thank you so much, Vice Gov.
Thank you very much.
Right, still more on the weather. We have storm signals up over some parts of Luzon and the Visayas as severe tropical storm Jolina maintains its strength. Signal number 2 has been raised in areas that are flashed on your screens. And the following areas that you see on your screens are currently under storm signal number 1. Pag-asa has also warned of heavy to intense rains in the next 24 hours over the NCR, Bataan, Marinduque, Cavite, as well as these following areas on your screens. And these areas that you are seeing on your screens right now will be experiencing moderate to heavy rainfalls for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, Typhoon Kiko has slightly intensified as it continues to move west-southwest over the Philippine Sea. Pag-asa says that heavy rains being brought by the typhoon could possibly be felt in northern Luzon by Friday. Evacuation efforts are still underway in areas affected by severe tropical storm Jolina. This includes Laguna, which is currently under storm signal number 2. Let's check out their situation with JC Cosico, who joins us now over the phone. JC, hi. Where are you exactly? And are you seeing some heavy rains over where you are?
Sean, moderate to heavy rains brought by severe tropical storm Jolina are now being felt in some parts of Laguna. Earlier today, we witnessed strong waves over the Laguna Lake along the Baywalk in Barangay Linga, Calamba City. That's why water lilies were seen on the side of the road. Some families living near the lake had no choice to take refuge in evacuation centers. Apart from weather disturbance, parents fear for the health of their children because of COVID-19. Some roads were also submerged in ankle-deep flood in Calamba City and Santa Cruz. That's why vehicles had to slow down along this portion of the provincial road in Barangay Bagong Bayan. Over in Barangay San Marcos in Sotto City, Laguna, about 12 families were evacuated from landslide-prone areas. The LGU said they will be allowed to go home as soon as weather conditions improve. The Laguna PDRMO is monitoring 18 flood-prone cities and downstream the Laguna Lake, and several upland areas in Districts 3 and 4 are also being monitored for possible landslides. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for all those updates, and do stay safe out there in Laguna. That was News 5's JC Cosico over the line. In other news, the Interior Department has defended the government's move to suddenly postpone the implementation of granular lockdowns in Metro Manila. Interior Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya said the IATF decided to keep the NCR under MECQ status while they finalize the guidelines for granular lockdowns in order to avoid confusion. The DILG official also maintained that smaller lockdowns are more effective in containing the spread of COVID-19 across the capital region. The national government is still in talks with the health and economic sectors regarding the matter. Malaya said the final guidelines should be out in 2 to 3 days.
Ayaw namin na magkaroon ng granular lockdown tapos alert level na hindi naman maliwanag. So instead, we don't want to confuse the public. Actually, gawa na yung guidelines, may mga final improvements na lang.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The tandem of Senator Ping Lacson and Senate President Tito Sotto becomes the first to formally announce their bids for the 2022 elections. Lacson will be running as president alongside vice presidential hopeful Sotto. In a taped program, the two senators said they are crafting a COVID-19 recovery map for the country as part of their campaign. A recent SWS survey shows joblessness rising to 27.6% in June this year. That is up from 25.8% in May. It is also 10 points above the pre-pandemic level of 17.5% that was recorded in December 2019. This latest figure translates to around 13.5 million jobless Filipino adults. The unemployment rate went down, though, in the Visayas and Mindanao, but it increased in Metro Manila and Balanced Luzon. The NDRRMC reports that 12 fishermen are missing in Catbalogan, Samar due to severe tropical storm Jolina. The agency also said the missing fishermen went out to sea despite warnings from local authorities to not venture out. Over 12,100 people are affected by Jolina across 3 regions. Some 8,500 of them are currently staying in evacuation sites in the Bicol region, in Western Visayas and Eastern Visayas. No casualties or injuries have been reported thus far. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.